Appreciate everyone coming. Do want to thank the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl for showing up here today and being a part of our award show. I want to introduce Matt Garvey, who is the communications director for the Peach Bowl, and I would like to turn it over to him for a few minutes.
All right, well, welcome everybody, and thanks for being here with us. It's very special for us to be here on campus with Michigan. I know we did this on Sunday, but this is the more formal in-person invitation event where we'll officially welcome the Wolverines into the 51st Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl to play University of Florida on the 29th. We've got our president and CEO, Gary Stokan, who I will introduce. And Gary, why don't you tell us a little bit about the bowl game and the matchup?
Thanks, Matt. I also want to introduce David Epps, our COO, back there in the back, our Vice President of Marketing. They did wear their khaki pants, Jim, today, so I forgot to, so I apologize. But first off, let me congratulate Coach Harbaugh and Ward Manuel and the team, the staff and the administration for an outstanding season. To go 10-2 and to possibly win their 11th game and be only one of 10 teams in Michigan history in 139 years to do that is quite an accomplishment, so they're playing for a lot. We just saw a great event and a great amount of seniors up there. When you have, my kids are getting their Santa Claus, my grandkids are getting their Santa Claus pictures and FaceTiming me right now. So I apologize. I got 3 little grandsons, 3, 1 1/2, and 1, so I'm missing that. You know, to have 14 national championships between the two teams, to have 6 Heisman Trophy winners and 50 conference champions, we couldn't be any more thrilled to have number 7 Michigan against number 10 Florida in our game this year. We're going to be sold out, which is tremendous. It's going to be an electric atmosphere in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which is the greatest stadium right now in the world. So to have the Wolverines to be the first Big Ten team that we'll have in 28 years in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, we're really excited. Tell you a little bit about our bowl game. We'll be played on December 29th at noon on ESPN, leading into the semifinal games. We will guarantee 72 degrees in Mercedes-Benz Stadium as the roof will be closed. We take great pride. We were founded 51 years ago, created to give back, created as a charitable bowl game, and since 2002 we've given $31.8 million back to teams that have participated in our game, and our kickoff game, and our golf tournament, and that's the #1 bowl organization in the country out of all 41 bowl games. So. And this year, we'll take great pride in providing Michigan with a $100,000 endowed scholarship for playing in our game, as we will with the University of Florida also. We take great pride in providing, as I mentioned, and I know a lot of you were at the event just now, but the reward for the players is the most important thing to us in our bowl game. Having competed athletically in college and basketball and coached in basketball in college, the reward for the players is the most important thing, because they give it the winter, spring, summer, and fall. They're the ones that are out there giving it everything. And so, as I said, we have a theme we use: live, laugh, and learn. We want the players to live great, get great gifts, and travel first class, play in first class facility, stay in a first class hotel, and eat great food. We're going to laugh. Our Battle of Bowl Week is a tremendous amount of fun. We go to the College Football Hall of Fame, which, you know, Devin Bush, an All-American this year, could potentially find himself 5-10 years down the road actually being put in the College Football Hall of Fame. So we want these kids to go through the College Football Hall of Fame and aspire to one day be in there, just like Charles Woodson's going to be going to the Hall this year. So we'll have a great dinner in there. We'll show them the College Football Hall of Fame, and then we have a family feud. That's the last event of our Battle for Bowl Week, which I've talked about. We have a 40-pound WWE belt that every night the players compete for something, and they win or lose. And if you win, you got to give that belt back the next day, because we got another competition coming. So the players love that. And then again, learn to have Congressman Lewis and Andy Young and C.T. Vivian. You know, if you've seen the movie Selma, Congressman Lewis was 19 years old when he led the student civil rights movement for Dr. King. And he talks about when he walked across the Selma Bridge of putting a backpack on when he woke up that morning. Well, all these kids are wearing backpacks. He was 19 years old, and he talks about putting an apple, toothbrush, toothpaste, and a book in his backpack. And as he got on top of the crest of the bridge, Hosea Williams next to him said, "John," as they looked over and saw all those Alabama State police with billy clubs and on horses, etc., he said, "John, can you swim? Because I think I'm going to jump off the side of this bridge and swim in." And John said, "I can't swim, and I'm marching over the bridge." At 19 years old, he marched over that bridge, got hit over the head, cracked his skull open. He had a concussion, didn't get rushed to the hospital, got rushed to jail. And to hear John Lewis talk about that, and Andy Young, who was the right-hand man to Dr. King, talk about it's a history lesson that they can actually live and see and learn. The players are on the edge of their seat. So that's part of that whole student athlete. You know, we want them to learn. So it's a great week. You know, I hope you all come down, see Atlanta if you haven't been. It's a great place to come to. And it's going to wind up be a tremendous game with, you know, the #1 defense in the country. Florida averages 34.5 points. Defense travels, so we know the defense is going to show up, and I think the challenge is going to be on both offenses, on both these teams to make something happen in our game. So we couldn't be any more proud to have the University of Michigan, who's never played in our bowl game before, to represent the Big Ten and to represent the University of Michigan in our game. So with that, what I'd like to do is, and I hope he'll accept, I hope he doesn't turn us down, provide the letter of invite to Ward Manuel. Ward, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it. I will not turn this down, and we're honored to accept this invitation to the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, play Florida on December 29th. You know, I'm very proud of this team and what we accomplished this year. This is a great bowl game for them, for our coaches to continue to coach, for our players to have a chance to play, for our families, and of our players to come down and our staff to be there. It is a great opportunity. I started my family in Atlanta, so it's a special place for me and my wife, Chrislyn. Our daughter was born down there in Atlanta, so I look forward to coming back to represent the big team as the first team to go back down there in 28 years. That's remarkable, that amount of distance. Having played as Gary did in college and collegiately, having played with Jim and going to bowl games, this is a tremendous experience for them. I want to thank Gary and his staff for all the work that they've done with our staffs thus far. I could just tell you from the reaction of our staffs in what they're saying to us coming back, this is going to be a great experience for our student athletes and for them to really enjoy not only the competition but the experience of Atlanta and to learn. And so I love sort of the theme that you all have put on this game. And so for me, this is a happy day for us. You know, obviously it happened on Sunday. We knew when I called Jim at 3:02 or whatever when we talked, he was also very happy. And so I'll just say before I turn it over to Coach Harbaugh, thank you. We look forward to this game against a great opponent in Florida. I've known Scott Strickland for a long time. He's a great man. Coach Mullins has run a great program. Every place he's been, he's had success, and so looking forward to going down there and competing and being in Atlanta and experiencing all that Atlanta has to offer. So I'll turn it over to Coach Harbaugh.
Yes, it's very excited to listen to Gary talk about the game. A lot of our staff has had a chance to go down to Atlanta and preview the bowl set up there, and it's outstanding. I've had a chance to talk to some other coaches in the profession who've been to the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, and all reports are first class and top notch. And you know, we're excited about all the precedents that Gary and Ward both mentioned, and represent our conference on the national stage, being in a New Year's Six Bowl, and hungry for another win. That's That's our mindset. So thrilled as well. Get me fired up. Listen to you talk.
Thank you. We look forward to it. Thank you.
Give you another.
Yeah, we've, for the media, and we'll leave this for the team to look, we've put a 3-minute video together to show you what everybody's in store for in Atlanta for the 51st Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl.